afternoon, my name's John, welcome back to the channel. We're at Stairfoot railway station and we're joined once again by
Ashton from Exploring the Past and the Present. Good afternoon.
We're going to have a walk down to Aldham Junction and see what remains we can find on the way. And it's raining. A railway station opened on this site in 1871 to replace an earlier station just further south of here. I believe it finally closed in 1957. The site is known as Stairfoot Station Heritage Park. It's looked after by volunteers who do a cracking job, to be fair. There's a number of these information boards dotted around the site. Even telling not only about the station but around the area surrounding it. This loading gauge was assembled in 2020 to replace an earlier structure made out of wood. I'll put a picture up of the original one. I believe the line was abandoned in the mid-1980s. The track bed would have come through straight in front of where we are now, passing through this brickworks site and continued through the gap in the trees we can just see on its way through to Wath Yard. Following the line's closure, the brickworks, which was situated just in that corner there, concreted over the former track bed. I believe it was used just a stockyard. You can still see remains of the brickworks. It hasn't been closed that long, to be fair. The area we're looking at now was the site of New Oak's sidings. I believe just to our left somewhere here were a signal box. I'll put a picture up. See the signal box on it? I believe in this sort of area there was a quarry at one time. Would have supplied clay to the kilns, make the bricks. Now round about here is a site of New Oak's Junction. A curve was built in 1897, I believe, that went up to One Main Junction to allow access for coal trains, basically. So, leaving the site, once again we pick up the Great Central Line, heading towards Mexborough. See what we can find down here. We're just approaching the site of a former bridge, now demolished. It just carried a public right of way over the track bed. This way it went into a housing estate. And that way went towards Darfield. Continue down the line, see if there's any more remains. We're just approaching this bridge over a road. And I don't know if you can see it on that camera. It looks like there's a slight hump over the bridge for whatever reason. We'll have a walk down, have a look underneath. Well, this road takes us up to Low Laths village. That's all. Looks like the bridge has had some repairs at some time. Obviously it's been originally built in stone, been repaired in engineering brick and steelwork. Just sit there. There isn't a great deal to see down this stretch. To be honest, you can probably see more than I can because I've got rain on my glasses.
The River Dove passed under the line here.
Realistically, this is as close as I want to get underneath. You see the stonework there. Bit of a weir on the other side, you see there. So we've now reached Aldham Junction. For to carry on straight ahead on the former Great Central line, we come through to Mexbury. If I can just turn you around. Up there would take us up to Wunwell Main Junction. We've been up here before when we covered the Worsborough Incline series. Have a look at that. Quite a bit of stuff remaining up there. Just on the junction, on the V here, was a substation. Because up this section was the electrified section up towards the Woodhead Tunnel. There was a huge substation stood here. Now I'm not sure when it was demolished. I think they just piled the rubble up and covered it over with topsoil. I'm not actually certain that it was removed. I think it's still in there somewhere. I could be wrong. Just have a walk up here, have a look at the other end of the Aldham Curve. We now arrived at Wunwell Main Junction. Straight ahead was the Blackburn Valley line and through to Meadow Hall, Sheffield. Down to the right there is the 1880 connection, which eventually went up to Penistone, joined the Woodhead route through the Woodhead tunnels. And the Aldham Curve that we're having a look at. Follow this route down here. We'll have a walk down, see what we can find. It does look a little bit muddy. I'm not in my wellies, so we might have to abandon this explore. See how it goes. I'm not sure if this camera's picking it up or not, but the path we're on is dropping down quite a gradient. The original alignment would have been on an embankment and straight onto a stone viaduct. I'll put a map up so you can see it. This viaduct carried the line over the River Dove, the Dearn and Dove Canal, and also the original alignment of the Moor End Colliery branch. We'll have a look at those when we get there. What we're approaching now is the original alignment of the Moor End Colliery branch. That's where it ran, up there. And that's looking down towards Aldham Bridge. Our curve followed this route. Just have a look down here, see what we can find. What we're looking at here, just pointing up there, is the alignment of the Dearn and Dove Canal. From here there was a series of locks, something like 8 locks climbing up to Stairfoot. Looking back that way, that's looking towards Aldham Bridge. Bit of stonework here, may have been the remains of a lock. So here in front of us, we can just see the remains of the viaduct which carried the line across the river and the canal. We can see the cut off remains of some steelwork. I believe it was an iron span that went across this section. You see the remains there, stuck out of the stonework.
It's a little bit overgrown, as we can see. We'll try a different route.
If we look down the embankment, you'll see a moss covered coping stone there. We've managed to climb up on the viaduct. So far, as we can see, it's fenced off and pretty well protected by these thorn bushes. So I think today this is as far as we're going to get. What I'm going to have to do is come back later on in the year when all this lot's died down a little bit and get better access. The line went under 1 mile lane here. That's looking down onto the track bed. Looks like people's gardens have taken over the route now. That's looking back towards New Oaks Junction. We'll look down and have a look at the bridge. Yeah, we can see it's been bricked up. There's also quite a bit of infill. The track bed level have been far lower than this. This is looking up towards One Main Junction. I don't think there's any way we're going to get through that lot. So we'll finish here for today. Thanks very much for watching. So it's goodbye from me, John.
Take care, guys.
So don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you soon. Bye.